I am at this place called Tucson Snowbird Nest. It's a very unique situation here. So here's the bathhouse. This is what you get. They advertised hot showers and flush toilets. So basically it's like a mom and pop setup, and most of the people that come here are like monthly, like long term. And yeah, I just found it on Google and I called. There's no website, it's cash only too. So I called them. It's like, yeah, I'm just looking for somewhere for Wednesday night. Got anything? They're like, oh yeah, we'll make room for you. But it's pretty cool. It's just a private property. It's all fenced in here. I called them when I showed up and said, yeah, I'm here. And the guy came and showed me to my spot. It's cool. Palm trees, lots of birds. I heard an owl. But yeah, this is kind of like, it's just, we needed somewhere to go tonight. Could have boondocked because I spent last night at Catalina State Park. And I'm like, batteries are full, water tank's full. I showered. But I'm definitely going to use that weird shower probably in the morning. I have not seen any dogs in here in this little private lot. They're all around here, and there's owls though. But I think if I keep a close eye on my kitties, they can have a few moments outside. Alright, I took my wood shack shower, which was surprisingly nice. It had kind of a weird sauna effect. And I'm about to get out of here. I'm going to Ironwood National Monument area. It's about 20 miles away. Home sweet home. This is BLM land, and we are pretty much within the Ironwood Forest National Monument. The road coming up here was pretty rough, very washboarded. Pretty much could only go about 20 miles an hour tops. It's super quiet here. This area they put, well, first of all, it took a while. Had to drive quite a bit to find a spot. All the good spots were taken, and this area here, I've already had a guy drive in thinking he could camp here because there's a lot more areas, but they put these boulders here to block them off. So there's another turnoff off the main road, but it's all bouldered off. And this area has just been kind of, I don't know if it's shut down for like rehabilitation or what. There's no signage. Or maybe it's just a tent camping only type of situation, but we got a spot, and I'm going to be here for 3 nights. But it's kind of warm. We're in a little bit of a little heat wave going on as I'm filming this video. But look at that cluster of saguaros. They're all huddled together. But this is, I was going to go to Saguaro National Park. But I think this is about as good as it gets right here, to be honest. This is a pretty densely vegetated, awesome area. So, gonna probably do some hiking or some biking, and gonna fly my drone here in a minute. Been really struggling with the drone footage and stuff lately because it's January. The drone just doesn't do well with like sun glare and lighting and stuff. But this is a pretty sweet spot. I had the cats out for about an hour. We all ended up with some like cholla stuck to us, so gotta be a little careful. I'm gonna put my trail cam out tonight. There's definitely some wildlife here, so. And probably gonna have a fire at some point. Alright, for our tea tonight, we're doing Finest Jasmine Pearls. These are super cool and delicious. Let me show them to you here. They're these little compressed balls of jasmine green leaf tea. See that? And when you steep it, when you get them wet, they expand, they swell up. So like, I'll fill this diffuser halfway with these. Normally I don't like palm them, but I'm doing that to show you guys. So I'll put this much in there, and then when it's done, this thing will be like swelling completely full of them. And for Theodore, we're doing Smarty Cat Catnip with Silver Vine. It's more powerful than catnip alone. Theodore's going to be tripping balls here in a minute. Alright, come here, son. Let's get crazy. This is definitely one of the prettier places I've camped. I'm gonna hike around tomorrow and show it to you guys. But for tonight, I'm gonna enjoy this fire and this tea. The weather is amazing. I'm gonna put out my trail cam too. Maybe down by the wash. So the theme of this video is that this is like my grand finale of the Sonoran Desert. Because I don't think I'm gonna find anywhere better than this. These saguaros, don't pronounce the G, are just epic out here. They're all 20 to 40 feet high and really impressive. In my last couple videos, I've been saying, like, I just can't believe how green and lush the desert is. It can't be like this all the time. Well, there's some truth to that, but I've been researching my North American deserts, and the Sonoran Desert is the wettest of the deserts because it gets substantial rain in the winter time as well as the summer monsoon rains. The Mojave Desert is like the driest desert. There's the Great Basin, you know, like most of Nevada, which is also extremely dry. And where I'm going to be heading is the Chihuahuan Desert. Basically, well, briefly anyway, but like the southern portion of New Mexico, where there are no saguaro cactus. It's mostly just like scrub brush and ocotillo and stuff, cholla. But yeah, this is like from what I've seen anyway in Arizona, like this is as good as it gets for if you want to see some saguaro cactus. The place I'm at, as I said, is it's called Ironwood Forest National Monument, and it's just north of Saguaro National Park, the west side. It's like two parts, and Tucson in the middle, you know. But yeah, I downloaded the Seek app, and I also have this like pocket guide of Southwest desert plants. But I've been kind of learning what I'm looking at. You know, I'm from Nebraska. I don't know all this stuff, but I am figuring out all my desert plants and animals and rocks and things. But yeah, this is I was gonna hike around and bike around and explore the place, but there's really like this is it, you know. It's just miles of this, basically. That mountain right there is so epic looking with all the cactus in front of it. It's just such a cool, picturesque landscape. This is one of my favorite spots I've camped. I know it's like way too early in the year to be going somewhere else. New Mexico is getting... I've been looking at Wonder Map every day, first thing in the morning, and then again around like 2 p.m. so I can get a good idea of the highs and lows everywhere in the country. And it's going to be like 20s at night, and then right around 60, mid 50s to 60 during the day in New Mexico. But I kind of want that, to be honest. The weather's too good here. Strange, huh? My first winter not in Nebraska, and like the weather's too good for me. But I really want to use my wood stove. I want to change the scenery. I've really enjoyed exploring Arizona, and I'm gonna come back next winter, but for now it's time to move on. I still have like a few more videos to make in Arizona though, some pretty exciting stuff, but yeah, this is like Sonoran Desert at its finest here, I would say, from what I've seen. No clouds tonight, but the sunset's still pretty with all these cactus silhouettes. Well, I thoroughly enjoyed camping among the majestic saguaros at Ironwood Forest National Monument. I am now heading into Tucson. First stop is the Maverick, and then I'm going to Walmart because we are out of cat kibble. And then I'm going to a Harbor Freight and picking something up, which I'll show you later in this video. Then I'm going somewhere in Tucson to make another video, a museum that I think would be pretty cool, which you will see on Wednesday. And then, I don't know, I'm solo now again, And I think I'm going to be heading east. I'm going to hop on I-10 and just kind of going off and doing my own thing now. So, oh, by the way, I've had my trail cam out every night, and I've only seen just some critters, a rabbit, kangaroo rat. But the night before last, I heard, well, I'll just overlay a clip here of the noise, and you tell me what you think it was. I'm thinking maybe burros or chupacabra. Alright, I haven't been to a Maverick since Lake Havasu. This one's like brand new too. I got that schoolie.
With your Adventure Club card right now.
That's pretty good for Arizona.
Check out Maverick.
They were all out of burritos, damn it. It's half the reason I came here. It's okay. I don't need those. I need to get them Maverick burritos out of my life.
Find gift card.
Look at that friggin' Landau top on that thing, man. Oh, Buick Roadmaster. Alright, we are at Wally World. I'm not gonna go overboard and stock up like I normally do. Just not feeling like having a bunch of food to worry about eating before it goes bad. I can't believe Fancy Feast is 96 cents a can now. That is insane. We're sticking with the Rachel Ray. I'm sorry, baby. We literally ran out last night. You didn't have to go that long. Harbor Freight. Check this guy out. Approved. There's downtown Tucson. It's 3 o'clock now. I went and filmed next Wednesday's video at a cool museum. Now I'm heading to somewhere to camp, but I stopped at this rest area here just so I could show you these cool rocks. The geology here is this is called Texas Canyon Rest Area, right off of Interstate 10. I'm heading east. My boondocking spot that I planned on staying tonight, I couldn't actually get to. There was a private road with a big gate, like a ranch. As you can see, I am no longer in the desert. There's snow on the ground in little spots here and there. I'm in the Coronado National Forest. And it is nice and cool here. Look at this crazy white substance on the ground here. Whoever camped here last left all their gross poopy toilet paper all over the place, so I gathered it all up and burned it. So I'm modifying my generator. This thing has a carbon monoxide shutoff built into it, which I think all generators do nowadays. And it's annoying because if you have just the wrong breeze, it trips it and then it kills the thing. After a while I can get it going by moving it around a bunch of times and, you know, but it's annoying. Apparently warning labels and disclaimers and stuff just aren't cutting it these days, you know. See, I believe in natural selection, but I don't know. So what I'm gonna do is bypass the thing, and it's gonna work great, and I won't have to deal with that anymore. They have these security torques on here. So ironically, I just went to the same exact place that I bought the generator from, Harbor Freight, and got this security torques security bit set. So I can open it up and bypass the little thing. It's just a switch, basically. It's a sensor that cuts. I think it grounds out the motor. Basically kills the ignition. So let's get into it and see what we can do about this. Oh yeah, look at all this mess. Got a lot going on in here. Alright, with the power of Google, I'm going to find a schematic. I looked at a exploded diagram of the generator, which is in the manual you get with the generator. And the sensor's right here behind this cover. So here we have 7 wires. Yellow, blue, white, and then green, red, green, yellow, and brown. Green, yellow is going to be a neutral wire if this is an AC device, which I believe it is. See, here we have brown, white, and green, yellow. So this is going to be, I believe, AC power. And then this one is just going to that light, basically. So I might be able to just connect these two together, this brown and white. Okay, so brown and yellow are connected. Normally closed. So I wonder if white and yellow need to be connected for it to run. I wonder. Basically, we just need to figure out what this thing does. Alright. Alright, I'm going to set it down and do stuff with my meter, figure out what that switch does and how to bypass it. And try not to get electrocuted. Okay. So this is just a switch, and that's a ground, so I should be able to just connect the brown and the white, I do believe. And I got a Wago. There's probably a better way to do this, but I'm gonna snip, strip, strip. Stick a Wago on it. Okay, so will it run? So now I'll just put it all back together and not have to deal with that annoying bullshit anymore. Do not do this. Don't do what I do, you know. This is just for entertainment, not for, you know. Disclaimer, this is probably like allegedly, you know what, I'm the consumer, whatever. Definitely no warranty, but I didn't buy one anyway. So I'm gonna be here for 3 nights. This is the next day, by the way, since I got here. And I got a lot of videos to edit. I gotta get all caught up on my work before I can go explore and make the next video, which will be next Saturday's video. And I'm in the woods, so I'm only gonna get like so many hours of daylight. I also don't have cell reception, so I have to keep running my Starlink. Therefore, I'm gonna need my generator. But I have been doing pretty good on learning how to conserve battery and I've paid for one full hookup site since last November. So I think that's, that's saying something, because when I first hit the road, it was like once a week I'd have to go pay for a campground till I got this thing. But simple things like shutting Starlink off at night and using my hotspot instead, not watching YouTube on the TV. Small sacrifices. There we go. So this is the Coronado National Forest. And the reason I came here is basically I was just kind of tired of being in the desert. It's been since I've been in Flagstaff, basically, which was November, that I've been in the desert, and just kind of tired of it. I wanted the forest. I wanted a change of scenery. I don't mind the cold. I don't want it to be oppressive Nebraska winter, but I'll take some 30s. Take a little snow. And if you come to a place like this and it's January as I'm filming this, you'll be alone. Found a lot of places in Arizona are pretty crowded this time of year because snowbirds and stuff. And I totally get it. Beautiful here, beautiful there. I love the desert. It's majestic. It's got a cool energy to it. I love being surrounded by them cactus and all the cool plant life, and the weather really is amazing. But I wanted something different, so now I'm in the mountains. I'm in the forest, and it is much cooler. It was about 32 this morning. It's warming up though. There's lots of places to camp around here, but it's all in the trees, which is nice, but just because Starlink and solar, I decided to park kind of down there. But pretty much today is a Monday too. So for the next 2 days that I'm here, all today and tomorrow, I'm leaving Wednesday. But I don't expect anyone to be showing up. I'd be real surprised if they did. The road coming in here was really rough. Just really deep, like violent washboard, basically. It's really washed out. Yeah, lots of great places to camp around here. It's national forest land. This is free for 14 days. I've got a place I'm going to hike Wednesday, and then I am actually heading to New Mexico. And I'm going to be in more mountains and forest. And it's going to be even colder than here. And that's where I'm going to go use my wood stove and stuff. But I really enjoyed the desert. I'm going to be back next winter. I'm talking about like Sonoran desert. There's desert everywhere. I'll be going up to Utah again too this spring. I'll well, even this winter. Glen Canyon's usually not cold at all, so I do miss those canyons. They've been calling me back since I left. Might have a fire at some point, maybe tomorrow night. I got a lot of work to do today, but so yeah, that's kind of one of the magical things about being a nomad. It's like if you want something else, just go there. You know, you're not tied to an area, a climate, a landscape, an ecosystem, a city, whatever. You can just go where your heart desires. And yeah, this is doing it for me right here. I mean, obviously, if you have a job, you're tied to a place, but yeah, for now, for me, this is where it's at. I'm up in the forest, in the mountains, and I love it. Look at this brat. Quit being a brat, Theodore. Ugh, cat drama. So, thank you so much for watching this video. Tune in Wednesday for Pima Air and Space Museum. It was freaking awesome. Very, very cool. I'm excited to edit that video. And then next Saturday, you're going to see me do some pretty awesome hikes. And then I'm heading to New Mexico after that. I love New Mexico. This will be my 3rd time touring the state. Thanks for watching, everyone. Have a great week. I will see you next time.